All right. Hello, my name is Nexigen. I am the developer of Subservient, and in this video I will be guiding you through the entire Subservient installation process. So, well, it pretty much all starts here in my Subservient repository. It's currently still private, but I will soon release it for all of you guys. So let's see. Yeah, it pretty much all starts here. I made a pretty big README file. Hopefully it's clear enough. If not, then please give me some feedback, and then I'll try to fix it for you. Yeah, so there is a little bit of information about Subservient. There's a table of contents, and then there is installing and configuring Subservient. Now it starts off with after downloading Subservient folder. So let's start doing that. Now at the top of the page, there is a big green button. You can click on it and press download zip. Then we download the zip file with all the files for Subservient. Oh, I didn't click it, I think. Oh, there we are. Yeah, so on the desktop, save. And now we have that map. Oh yeah, and we also have a test video file so that we can check if everything worked out after the installation. So this is still zipped, so we open it, drag the main folder out of it, close it, delete it, and then the main folder is here. All right, so we double click that and we get a couple of files. Now the README dictates that we should check if all the files are still intact. And if that's the case, then please keep them together. Don't move them until the setup is complete. So as far as we can see, the files are all intact. And when they're not, I have to make a quick commit and redo the video. But they're all here, so yeah, so we have subordinate.py, we have extraction.py, we have acquisition.py, we have synchronization.py, utils.py, and the config and requirements. So it's all complete. Good. Then we can go to the next step, which is to install Python. Now we need Python to even run all these things, because right now they wouldn't run. I already got Python, but we will download Python again. And hopefully I use that repository after I do that. Right, so let's open the link. And then we'll go for the, well, 3.14 is a pre-release, but I would not recommend that. Just go for the latest stable version, which is right now 3.13.5. We will put that on the desktop as well. It's on the top over here. So let's install this. Now, there are two check marks at the bottom. Use admin privileges when installing py.x, which is very important. Otherwise, you might get some privilege errors. So always mark that box. And also this one is very important. Add Python x to path. If you don't do this, then Subservient cannot use Python properly. So always check both of them and then install. So now that we have Python installed, I'll click it away again. Oh yeah, we should have done it at C Python and like directly in the C folder, because when something goes wrong, it's really easy to know where it is. We also have to add Python to path, but this should have been done automatically because we selected that box, but I will quickly check anyway. Let's see. I think it's over here. Yeah, so both the script folder and the normal folder of Python are in there. So now when we do Python version in the terminal, you can just go to search and then CMD. And when you type in CMD, you can just type in Python version. And there we go. If you see the version here, then it succeeded. If you don't see the version here, then there's something wrong, and then please refer to the troubleshooter in the README file. And if that does not work, then please make an issue on my GitHub repository. Right, so Python installed, that worked. If you, by the way, if you don't see the like the Python script and the Python folder in the path file that we just checked, then please follow this so that you can manually set them in path, because it's very important to to be working. So the next step, initial setup. So at the initial setup, we will want to start Subservient. Now make sure it's everything is still in the same folder, and then we start subordinate, which is the main central Python script that will control and disable all other ones. So this one is always the one that you need to open. Now, as we can see, there are some packages missing, and also build tools. So Microsoft Visual C++ build tools is not installed, which is a package manager that is mandatory on Windows PCs. Otherwise, we will not be able to install these packages properly. And now it could be that you already have it. In that case, you won't see this message. You will just see the missing packages. But for now, I also don't have build tools, so we will have to install that. Now it's saying, look for chapter 1, installing and configuring Subservient step 4. So we can scroll down, but we also have a warning over here that the build tools are required. So we'll go there, step 4, and then we go to the build tools. There they are. So required for compiling Python packages with native code. All right, so let's open that. And then we just press download build tools over here. And we will install that and open it. All right. So now we'll get some more. There we go. So the only thing that we will check is this one. So the desktop development with C++. That's the only one we need. So it will download the correct files that we need. So let's go and install that. This will take a while, so I'll probably just scroll or just fast forward. Okay, so Visual Studio Build Tools is finished. And now there is nothing else that we need to do. We can just click it away. We can click this away. And well, we still have this open, so we will exit there. And we will reopen it, and hopefully the error is now gone. Yeah, great. So right now it's just asking, would you like to install all missing packages? Which we will do. And if this is done, then it will go to the second step, which is to create anchor points and path files. Yeah, so there are a couple more packages it will install, because some of the packages we need also need packages. So it's kind of a chain reaction of packages over here. Right, so that's installed. So it says all essential packages for Subservient are installed. So now we need to verify and test all packages when opening the main menu. So we'll do that next. It'll close down again, I think. Yep, there we go. So verification we just read. We can go to the next step, which is the main menu. Let's go there. So we open it again, subordinate. And as you can see, it now opened the main menu. It shows you the location of the main menu, which is in our Subservient main map. And right now it tells us to install and verify requirements. So that's what we will do. So we need to make to download a couple of internal packages, which we just installed. But there are also a few external packages, which are FFmpeg and MKVToolNix. They are both mandatory. And so is build tools, but we just installed that one. So it's green, it found it. So let's go for MKVToolNix first. It doesn't really matter, but there we go. We'll go for FFmpeg first. All right, so let's download that. We are on Windows. There we go, and then we'll go for full. Put it on the desktop. It doesn't really matter if you go for full or something else. That's entirely okay. All right. Oh, yeah. Let's close that down. Let's click this away to keep it clean. There we are. So now we extract it, but we might want to extract it to the spot where we should originally extract the Python library. So in C and then over here. So let's drag it. You don't need to do this. You can place it anywhere you want, but this is like a very nice place to put packages down, like Python and like FFmpeg. And I also like to rename it to have a bit easier name, just in case I need to bug fix a couple of things. So FFmpeg is now in C/FFmpeg. Perfect. The next step is after downloading FFmpeg to extract and add the bin folder to the system path. So to the system variables where we just checked for Python. So that's basically search, and then you just fill in environment, and then try to not misspell that like I did. So edit environment variables for your account, and you will get this screen over here. And then you click on environment variables, and at the bottom, so the system variables, not the user variables, but the system variables, there is a path, and in that path, we will place the bin folder. So it needs the bin folder of FFmpeg. So that means that inside of FFmpeg, there is a bin folder. Yep. And the path to the bin folder, so this one, that's what we will put in as a value at the system variables. So we Control-V that, press OK. So now all that is done, and FFmpeg should be running. Just gonna say no for now, and then go back to that. Oh, I might have to reboot Subservient to see that happening. So let's quickly click on subordinate. Press the install and verify requirements. Yeah, so I did find FFmpeg. Let's also check if we can find it with the CMD. So search CMD, and then go for the FFmpeg version thingy. Yeah, so when you get like a load of stuff over here, that means that you have FFmpeg. If there's an error, then something failed. Again, please make an issue on the repository of Subservient, or contact me, and I'll try to help you. Right, so that's also complete. Now one more external tool before we can really start, and that's MKVToolNix. So let's try and install that one as well. So I pressed on the link, and here are some operating systems. We're going for Windows, and then we'll just take the regular installer. So the top one, the setup.x. And we'll install that on desktop as well. Here it is. We can close Subservient for now. So let's install MKVToolNix. Yes, next. Yeah, same for this one. And now I'll actually show it to you. So C, and it will just place MKVToolNix directly in the C folder. It's the cleanest way, I think. But if you want to place it anywhere else, that's also completely fine. Okay. Next, finish. So that's installed. I think MKVToolNix is also automatically added to path files. Environment, system, environment variables, path. Let's see if it's in there. I don't think it is. I only see FFmpeg, so we have to manually do that, which is fine. Sorry, MKVToolNix. We already installed FFmpeg. Yeah, so if it's not in path, then you just take the main folder over here, which you probably installed here, and then there is MKVToolNix. So this path over here we will put in the environment variables as well. Oh, in path, yes, new MKVToolNix. There we go. And now that we did that, we should have all the tools installed. So let's open this again and then subordinate. Let's see if everything is green. Yeah, perfect. So all the external tools are intact. Now this one is not in path, but I don't think it's necessary because it can still install packages, Python packages, without any trouble. So it doesn't need to be in path. So that's why I put a little white text behind it. It's not that bad. It's not red. So yeah, so we want to proceed with reinstalling or installing and testing. And it will now install and test all packages to see if it's all correct. Yeah, it's all working except for the build tools. It's working, but it's not found in path, which is fine. So let's go back to the main menu. The installing is now complete. As you can see, we installed all the external tools, and then it will go to step 5, which is the final step, configuration. So the most important thing for configuration will be the Open Subtitles account. That's consumer that we need to make. It's using that account to connect to the API of Open Subtitles to access all the subtitles that Open Subtitles has. So we're going to make an account first if you don't have it yet. I'm already logged in, but if I were logged out, just make an account. It's free, it's easy. And once you're logged in, you will see your own icon over here, which is probably this blue thing if you didn't set anything. You can click on it, and then there is API consumers at the bottom. And that's where we need to be. So we'll press new consumer over here. And then we give it a name. We can go for, well, let's do something a bit more creative this time. I'm not too creative right now. We'll just test consumer. I don't know. There we go. Consumer for the instructional video. Here we are. So we have under dev and allow anonymous downloads. This one you should always keep unchecked because we will always use an authenticator in our script. So we don't need to download anonymously. It'll also only allow you to have like 5 subtitles downloads per day, which sucks. So yeah, just disable it. Now we have under dev. And if you are not a VIP, then you can click under dev and you will temporarily be able to download 100 downloads per day, which is okay. If you got a few few videos to sync, this is fine, like 10 or something. But if you want to make use of this application a lot more, then I would recommend you to just go for sub, because it will allow you to download 1,000 of them every day, also in batch. So yeah, that's just a little thing that you can do. But so far, this is all complete, and we can press save. And then we have a test consumer and an API key. Now, we have to fill this in the config file, which is in the main folder. Let's double click that. And let's, I have to put restriction mode off, otherwise I can't open it in VS Code. You can open it in any editor that you have. You could even use Notepad if you would like to. That just works just as well. So it doesn't really matter. Now the top three, like the API key, username, and password, that's what we will use right now. So let's copy and paste the API key. It's over here. And put it in. And the username and password. Now be very mindful that you do not need this name. This is just your API name. What you will need is your username, like the Open Subtitles username. So in my case, it's Nexigen. Here we go. And also your Open Subtitles password. Now I changed it to test password. So that's what I will fill in. And this should work. Now don't forget to save the file, otherwise it won't be able to find anything. And that's about it. Let's quickly check the manual to see how far we got. So we have the Open Subtitles account, and we copy pasted all the required things in there. So here are the essential configuration settings. So the three we discussed, but also languages and series mode. Yeah, it's not too important. If you want to process series, you can enable this, but in this version, it's not there yet. I'm still programming that. And it's all set to false, so it will automatically just install videos and single movies or batch movies, but no TV series yet. Languages, that's an important one. So it's over here. Currently, it'll only download English subtitles. And for every language that you have, it will check for an English subtitle for every single video. So if you were to process 20 videos, then it will try to get an English subtitle for every one of those videos. And I will show you what I mean visually in a second. Then there is the audio track language, which is also an important one. Like the spoken words, basically. So if there's an English dub, so an English voice in there, putting it here will keep that English track. So this is mandatory. I always put it in there. Don't remove it, or you won't have sound in your videos. Japanese. I am an anime fan. I like watching anime. So I want to keep the Japanese subtitles. And Subservient is intelligent enough that it will discover that. So basically the Japanese language is the main language, and it will discover that and it will keep it. But also put it in here just to be sure. That's about it. Basically, these two are very important as well, but I won't go into that right now. You can also read it in the ReadMe file to see if you, there you can like learn about it. So for example, we have an English language only. So right now we will, we'll first continue in the README file. So we installed, wrote down the important variables. There's some more stuff over here you can read. So now using Subservient, and this is basically the test if this all worked. So we have, so we can move subordinate.py, and that's basically, so that's this file again. This is the only file that can leave the main folder without breaking anything. Actually, it's like a feature. So we drag subordinate to wherever we need it. You could drag, but you can also like press Ctrl X and then Ctrl V where you want it. Never use Ctrl C and Ctrl V, so copy and paste, because if you make duplicates, that is not going to be working out too well if you do that, because yeah, subordinate will really get confused if you do that. So Ctrl X, Ctrl V. Now let's go to our video because we have a test video over here. Which is over here. I have to close it down because the anchor is now wrong. So we'll click it away. We'll double click How to Train Your Dragon and we'll put it in here. Okay. And now we will run it again. And as you can see, it now changed to How to Train Your Dragon 2010. So that's good. And just to show you the language thing, if you have lots of languages in there, lots of video files, you can do scan subtitle coverage, and it will check which languages are already present per video. Well, we only have one video right now, so it will just say, oh, English is missing. That's correct, because we only want to have English. You could also add, for example, like, I don't know, German or Dutch or French. Just make sure that you use like the 2-letter ISO codes. And yeah, if you want to know more about that, you can just go to the language codes and you can see some examples. And you can also like go to the Wikipedia page, and there are like 150 or 200 languages in there, and they're all supported. So have at it. Where were we? I lost my train of thought here. Oh yeah. So just English is missing right now. Is that the case? No, because I added like 10 more languages. I just won't save it. There we go. Okay, so now let's start Subservient to see if everything works. It will start off with a Subservient pre-flight checklist to see if everything is correct. We can see the location over here, that's good. We see the movie mode, that's also good. It doesn't have to be, if it's series mode, you have to pay attention. So it's single file processing because there's only one file. If you have like multiple folders in there, it will show you batch file processing. Just one map, English only, English and Japanese audio tracks it will keep. It will download 3 subtitles per batch. It will move the extra videos like featurettes and extras to an extras folder instead of deleting them. Some people might like that, to have that included as some extras in the video. And yeah, by keeping this setting, you can do this. So the delay threshold, so the offset of the subtitles, if it's higher than 2.5 seconds, the subtitle will be rejected. So if you agree with all of this, then we can just press on 1. We'll go to extraction, and it will skip everything because there's nothing inside. So we'll go to acquisition, and in acquisition, it should now download subtitles. There we go. All right, so you found 3 subtitles. It will now go to synchronization to attempt and synchronize them. And yeah, that pretty much concludes the fact that it's working and that we successfully installed Subservient. Yeah, so thank you for watching. Hopefully I clarified a few things, and hopefully you can use Subservient to your heart's content. Yeah, thanks again, and happy subbing.